Almost time to rally in the valley. But first, it's the Matsu Miners pregame show, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts.
We are live at very, very sunny Herman Brothers Field in Palmer, Alaska for some Alaska Baseball League action between the Anchorage Glacier Pilots and the Matsu Miners. Good evening, everybody. Austin Pollock with Emma Tiedemann to my right. Boy, the Miners hitting just staying hot. They've won 3 straight. They are tied for the lead with these Pilots for first in the National League at 6-3. And it seemed like everything yesterday was done right against the San Francisco Seals. But then you talk about tonight, the Miners are 1-1 against these Pilots, but 2 walk-offs. So really, these two teams are probably very similar, and there's a lot of very strong and very good players on both these sides. This is going to be a fun game to watch. But first, let's break down last night's game against the Seals. Really, everybody kind of pitched in, did their thing, a 6-5 win. We know these guys are very capable of coming back late in the game if they're tied or if they're losing and finding a way to get this done.
Definitely, and that's what we saw again in the 8th inning. We had Josh Meyer had a double in the 8th, eventually scored the winning run coming around the bases. And, yeah, these Miners, they've had 2 walk-offs now against the Pilots, and they have a 3-win streak. But kind of looking back over the games, they played the Chinooks twice, beat them, outscored them 28-2 in the past 28-8, in the past 2 games that they played, and then they played the Seals last night, and the Seals have had some troubles against ABL teams, 2-8 overall while they've been up here in Alaska. So that was kind of a challenge for the Miners, but I think by far this will be the hardest team they face in the past 4 games.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. This is a good game for them to find out a little bit kind of what's going on, where they fit in this league. And it starts with Kyle Serrano. He gets the ball tonight, and I could not be more excited to watch him pitch. His first outing against the Chinooks was a little shaky, but then last time out, that was against these same Pilots, and he just pitched very, very well. And we are going to go to a break. We'll be right back. Folks, we're dealing with some technical difficulties. We'll be right back on the Matsu Miners pregame show, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. All right, folks, we are back on the Matthew Myers pregame show brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We're going to run you through the Pilots lineup right now, but let's talk just very briefly about Serrano. First outing against the Chinooks, a little shaky. Second outing, that was against the Pilots at Mulcahy Field, was even better. 8 strikeouts in 4 innings, and tonight he's familiar with this lineup. He knows what's going on. What do you think we'll see?
I think we'll see an even better outing by Serrano. You know, we talked to him after the game, and he was saying, we told him you had 8 strikeouts, but he's looking to get down, lower the amount of walks that he gives up in the inning and the game. And you're right, he pitched through 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, which was unearned, walked 3, struck out 8, and has an ERA of 0 as of right now. So just an outstanding start for Serrano, and I think we'll see an even better outing tonight.
Yeah, it's a control thing. If there's one thing he needs to work on, it's his control. But other than that, I think he's pitched very well. He's solid. He gives his team the best chance to win, and that's all you really need if you think about it from your pitcher.
Definitely. And looking at Morovic through 5 innings pitched, he has given up 5 hits, 2 runs, both of those earned, has only walked 1 and struck out only 2. So kind of a different kind of style for Morovic, but I think we'll see some very similar pitching also.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Kyle Serrano so far, 2 games, 2 starts, 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, just 2 of them earned, 6 walks, and 11 strikeouts. He is tied for second on the team. Ryan Hendricks is first with 13. He's tied with Hayden Howard with 11. And he has a 2.57 earned run average. So really, he's pitched well. And I think he's gonna stick in there tonight and maybe perhaps see Hayden Howard later in the game. He hasn't pitched for a while. I think his last start was actually that was against the Monarchs. That was on June 12th, so it's been almost 10 days. It's actually been a week today. So, I think we get to see him in the bullpen, out of the bullpen tonight. Maybe late in the game, maybe piggyback, maybe 5 and 5 for each, or 5 and 4. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And who knows? This could be an exciting night, and it's a cash mob night. We don't exactly know what that means.
I don't really know, but I think it helps the local economy. I have a little bit of what it is, but it got cut off. Each month, the shopping destination is kept secret. I don't know why you want to shop at the destination.
All right, well,
yeah,
it's an exciting
maybe
night.
it's exciting. There's a secret. The mobbers, I guess you're part of the cash mob. They promise to spend at least $20 at whatever business is chosen. So I guess each member of the cash mob spends at least $20 at whatever business. I guess your business has to be a part of the mob also. Oh, and tonight they're mobbing the miners. So
whatever that means.
So I guess that means that they're going to spend at least $20 each mobber.
All right, that works.
I guess a mobber is a person.
That could be. All right, let's bring in the Anchorage Glacier Pilot starting lineup. Justin Protasio leads it off at second base. Chester Pack in center field. Kevin Veers bats third, the designated hitter. Trevor Podratz in the cleanup spot at first base from the University of Hawaii. Nico Signs in right field. Ray Guarini does the catching. Michael Perry, the third baseman, bats seventh. Alex Maloney bats eighth. He's at shortstop. And Riley Adams bats ninth. He is in left field for the Pilots, and the starting pitcher for them is Drew Morovic from the University of Kansas. And for the Miners, it looks a little bit more normal than we've seen recently. Cameron Frost leads it off in center field. Paul Panachone, the shortstop, bats second. We've seen those two, 1 and 2, pretty much all season long. Cam Newell stays hot. He's in right field. Nick Senzel back at second base. We've seen him jumbled around a little bit. Brandon Smith back in left field. Hunter Simmons back at first. Mitchell now bats seventh behind the plate. Josh Meyer gets to start. Mitchell now is a designated hitter. Josh Meyer bats eighth. He is behind the plate. And Jordan Rogers is at third base batting nine. And again, the starting pitcher is Kyle Serrano. And let's bring you inside Herman Brothers Field to public address announcer Wolfgang Winter.
Out of Peoria, Arizona, and Grand Canyon, shortstop number 3, Paul Panachone. Batting third, right fielder out of Roseburg, Oregon, and UC Santa Barbara, number 14, Cam Newell. In the cleanup spot out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and the University of Tennessee, second baseman number 13, Nick Senzel. Batting fifth, left fielder out of Irvine, California, in Grand Canyon, number 25, Brandon Smith. Batting sixth, first baseman, number 20, out of Mountain View, California, and the University of Utah, Hunter Simmons. In the DH spot, batting seventh, out of Spring, Texas, and Texas A&M, number 30, Mitchell Now. Catching and batting eighth, out of Mission Viejo, California, in Grand Canyon, number 24, Josh Meyer. Out of Arlington, Tennessee, playing third base and batting ninth, number 7, out of the University of Tennessee, Jordan Rogers. And out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and the University of Tennessee, starting pitcher this evening, number 21, Kyle Serrano. Please welcome the coaching staff. Out of Chandler Gilbert Community College, Mr. Ben Taylor. Pitching coach out of Blue Mountain Community College, Mr. Brad Baker. And out of Abilene Christian University, assistant coach, Mr. Sean Winston. At this time, we ask you to please rise, remove your head cover, and face the flag behind the center field fence as the beautiful Melissa with Country Cuts performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, thank you, Melissa, with Country Cuts. And now, making his way out to the mound, one of our locals from IBEW, he works in the local 1547 office, Mr. Dave Reed, is going to dazzle us with his best fastball, or curveball, or slider. Dave Reed, thank you very much. And now, folks, I think it's time to play some Natsu Miners baseball.
With championships in 2004, 2007, 2009, and 2010, the Miners are looking to bring a title back to the Matsu Valley.
This is the longest championship drought in 10 seasons.
8 former Miners selected in the 2014 MLB draft, and head coach Ben Taylor is back for another season of baseball in the Valley.
Here we go. Matsu Miners Baseball on the Miners Radio Network.
And welcome to Herman Brothers Field here in Palmer, Alaska. I'm Emma Tiedemann alongside Austin Pollock, and boy, do we have a matchup for you tonight. The Matsu Miners versus the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, both tied for first in the league, looking to pull away for a lone #1 spot. The last time these two teams played each other, both games ended in walk-offs. Last time they were here at Herman Brothers, Johnny Loker, bottom of the 9th inning, walk-off grand slam to end that game, and the Pilots hit one in the 10th inning, a walk-off to beat the Miners. And starting things off for the Miners, we have kind of the usual lineup, and on the mound for the Miners is Kyle Serrano out of the University of Tennessee. Through conference play so far, he's pitched 4 innings, given up 4 hits, 1 run that was unearned, walked 3, struck out 8. But it should be a great one here today. Beautiful, beautiful day. Nice and sunny. The sun is out. It's not windy. Just a beautiful day to play some baseball.
Yeah, the sun actually making its way behind the clouds, which is nice because it was making the press box very, very bright and a little hard to see.
Starting things off for the Pilots, second baseman Justin Portaccio.
He was responsible for the walk-off at Mulcahy Stadium the first time these two teams played.
He's hitting .333 on the season. First pitch by Serrano, ball 1.
This is Serrano's first start at Herman Brothers Field. His other 2 starts were on the road.
Fouls one back. That's strike 1.
If that foul ball did damage to your car, visit our friends at Napa Auto Parts, locations in Big Lake, Palmer, and Wasilla. Visit www.napaalaska.com.
Portaccio has been walked 7 times. Fouls another one back. Count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Portaccio from the University of Kansas.
The 1-2 pitch by Serrano. Swung on, fouled back again. Portaccio has the 3rd best batting average on the team. He's hitting .333, Nolan hitting .350, and Pack hitting .414. That one's high, ball 2.
Portaccio, 5'5", 170 pounds, from Pearl City, Hawaii.
2-2 pitch, high and inside, ball 3. Full count now for Serrano.
While Alaska is a beautiful place to visit in the summer, Hawaii is as well, because I think it's just pretty much the same temperature year-round. Doesn't get to be like hot and humid and like 98.
And the first batter faced by Serrano is walked. Portaccio heads to first to take his base. Brings up Chester Pack. Pack playing in center field tonight, hitting .414 on the season with 7 RBIs, 3 doubles, and 1 triple. So very quick base runner also.
He's a college teammate of Nick Blazer at Cal State Northridge.
First pitch, outside, ball 1. Pack is a redshirt junior. 1-0 pitch, high, ball 2. Portaccio with a little bit of a lead off of first. Chatting with first baseman Hunter Simmons, but it's not a big surprise. Simmons talks to just about every runner who gets to first base. 2-0 pitch. Little outside, ball 3. Serrano now down in the count. That's one thing Serrano definitely wants to work on is, walking less batters. And that's in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike for Serrano.
Serrano's dad, Dave Serrano, is the head coach at the University of Tennessee.
That's ball 4. That's 2 batters in a row walked by Serrano as Josh Meyer, the catcher, will head out to the mound, talk it over with Serrano. And that brings up the DH, Kevin Veers, hitting .217 on the season. 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 doubles, 1 home run, and 6 RBIs.
Pilots are second in walks. They have walked 33 times.
First pitch to Veers. Veers batting left-handed. Inside. That's strike one. Serrano able to find the strike zone on that one. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouled back. Strike two.
Kevin Veers hitting .278 in conference play.
Inside ball one.
Overall, he is 5 for 23 with a home run and 6 RBIs. 6 RBIs is third on the Pilots.
Big swing. That's strike number 3 for Veers. And the first out for the Miners. Runner still on first and second. Brings up Trevor Podratz, the first baseman, hitting .258 on the season with 2 RBIs and 2 doubles. Podratz out of the University of Hawaii. And I don't think the temperature doesn't really fluctuate in Hawaii. I think it's a pretty solid, like 70s, 80s, maybe 90s on a hot day. Definitely not like here. That's strike one to Podratz.
That is for sure.
It was pretty windy yesterday, but now today is just
it's very comfortable.
Beautiful day.
Podratz is 0 for 5 against the Miners this season.
Big swing by Podratz, so that's strike two. And I was talking to Denise Christopher, the wife of our general manager, and she said that usually this is how it is every day in Alaska in the summer. This summer has been kind of weirdly cold and rainy, but this is how it's usually is every day, which that's a nice summer. 1 ball now by Serrano.
Yeah, I think you could pretty much wear anything today. I mean, I'm wearing a sweater today. I'm comfortable. Emma and I are actually celebrating Salmon Day at the ballpark. Yeah. Apparently, we didn't discuss what we were going to wear today. We are both wearing the same color, and it was certainly not intentional.
Swung on, ground ball down the first base side, foul.
I think we look pretty good, though.
I think so.
We both look good.
I think this is the first game I'm not wearing a jacket. Usually, because we have our huge window open during the games and the wind has been getting in, but no, today is just beautiful. Blue skies. You can see the mountains again.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah. Beautiful view here at Herman Brothers. If you have the chance to come out here, watch a game, it's beautiful scenery, great baseball. Can't go wrong. 1-2 pitch, high, ball 2 by Serrano.
There's a good crowd here tonight as well. More people making their way in. Serrano trying to get out of a jam here. Trevor Podratz has a lot of power, but he also strikes out a lot.
2-2 pitch by Serrano. That's high, ball 3. Now full count after being up in the count for Serrano, 0-2.
I think one of the difficult things for Serrano, and it's really not that big of a deal, and I don't think it's the reason for all of his walks or many of his walks or whatever you want to call it, but he kind of tucks his head in a little bit and it kind of looks like he takes his eye off maybe the plate.
That's strike 3 for Podratz.
That's him telling me to be quiet.
But have you ever seen the movie Bull Durham? No, you haven't.
No, I have not. I'm not a movie
guy. That's a shame. No, that's a good movie.
I know, but I can't sit still.
The pitcher in that movie, he doesn't look at the plate at all. And it's the funniest thing, but he makes it to the bigs.
Didn't you ask Kyle about that?
Yes.
I feel like maybe you did.
And yeah, Kyle and Nick Senzel, they were riding back with us from Anchorage in what we call the soccer mom van. And they both got the reference. You, on the other hand, did not, because you have not seen Bull Durham. I think every baseball fan should watch that movie. It's a classic. Nico Signs, the right fielder, at the plate now for the Pilots.
Well, you're not going to call me a baseball fan when I tell you, I may have told you this, I'm not positive, that I have not seen Field of Dreams.
Oh, yeah.
I have not seen Field of Dreams.
I don't have as big of a problem as that as with Bull Durham.
I can't sit through movies. I can't.
1-1 pitch outside. Well, Bull Durham is on Netflix.
All right.
So,
We got an off day tomorrow.
yep. It's a wonderful movie.
Nico Steins checks in at 7 for 27 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs.
Foul down the first base side. 2-2 count now. Yeah, he's not really someone you want on the plate. 2 runners on, the leading run at second.
Does have 10 strikeouts. He was 0 for 4 on the 16th against the Bucks with 4 strikeouts.
Ooh. Is that the golden sombrero? Is that what they call it?
I don't know what they call that. We should get a master list.
Yeah. It's a short ball to first baseman Hunter Simmons. Simmons catches it on the bounce, tags up at first, and that ends the top of the first inning with 2 runners left on base. We head into the bottom of the first, still tied up at 0. You're listening to the Matsu Miners Radio Network. Starting things off for the Miners in the bottom of this first inning, Cameron Frost, the center fielder. Frost having a great season so far. Was a home run short 2 days ago of hitting a cycle. First pitch by the Kansas Jayhawk, Drew Moravik. Low for ball 1. Big swing by Frost. That's strike 1. Frost hitting .378 on the season. 8 runs, 14 hits, 3 doubles, 2 triples, and 7 RBIs. Hits one deep into left field, and that's foul.
Yeah, Frost continues just to stay hot. He's really been feeling the ball well. He saw another moose last night. Oh, we got to update our T chart here, and Cameron Frost has taken the lead from me.
And Cameron Frost has also been struck out. He takes strike 3 swinging.
Your shortstop, number 3.
That is the first out for the Pilots. Bringing up Paul Panachone, the shortstop. Panachone hitting .278 on the season. Has 4 doubles, 7 RBIs, 10 hits. First pitch, strike 1.
Now, if anybody is interested, Cameron Frost has seen now 7 moose. I have seen 6, and Emma has seen 3.
3?
Yes. Oh, we didn't. Did we count from the other night?
No, we did not.
We didn't count that? Okay. So Cameron Frost and I are tied. He didn't see the one we saw in Chugiak.
No. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second baseman Portacio. The throw to Podrats, and that's out number 2. Brings up Cam Newell, hitting .429 on the season, playing out in right field. Has 7 runs, 9 hits, 1 double, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. So Newell with a great season also. Fouls one back for strike 1. Newell, the left-handed batter. Here's the pitch by Moravik. Fouled this one down the first baseline. Strike 2.
He may have broken his bat. He did. He's going to grab a new one. I guess that's one benefit of using aluminum bats in college. They don't break.
Yeah.
I don't think they're even capable of breaking in any way.
Or if they do, they don't break as often.
Right. I don't think they break, though. I've never broken an aluminum bat, but I can't say I've ever broken a wooden bat either.
I don't think I've broken a wood bat either. 0-2 pitch. Line drive to third baseman Perry. And that's a line out there for strike 3. So it's 3 up, 3 down for the Miners as we head to the top of the second. Things are still tied at 0. You're listening to the Miners Radio Network. Starting things off for the Pilots, catcher Ray Guarini, hitting .316 on the season with 1 home run, 3 RBIs. A right-handed batter facing Kyle Serrano of the Miners. Serrano walked the first 2 batters in the first inning, then struck out the next 2. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Ray Guarini is 6 for 19 on the season. He also has a home run.
Outside, ball 2.
It's easy to hit a home run at Mulcahy. It's very difficult here at Herman Brothers, but I think we've seen 3 or 4
3, I think. That's ball 3 for Serrano. The 3-0 pitch. It's in there for strike 1.
Greeny was played against the Miners on the 13th and the 14th, was 2 for 5. On the 14th, that was the 10-7 walk-off win here at Herman Brothers.
Foul this one back. Full count.
And he was 0 for 2. He scored a run and walked and struck out on the 13th. That was last Friday in Anchorage.
3-2 pitch. And that's ball 4. Another walk for Serrano, bringing up Michael Perry.
Now batting, third baseman number 7, Michael Perry.
Perry hitting on the right side of the plate. The leading run is now at first. First pitch, high ball 1. In the outfield for the Miners, Smith in left field, Frost in center, Newell in right. Rogers at third, Panachone at short, Senzel at second, and Simmons on first. Meyer behind the plate. Strike is in there, strike 1.
Greeny from West Virginia, 6'1", 190 pounds, from Mayfield, Ohio.
1-1 pitch, big swing, strike 2. Bet Perry is a teammate of one of the guys on the Chugiaks. I can't remember his name. But he plays at West Virginia also.
I think it's Kramer.
Swing, strike 3. The third strikeout for Serrano.
Now batting, shortstop number 6, Alex Maloney.
That brings up Alex Maloney, the shortstop. Hitting 192 on the season. 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 doubles. It's in there for strike 1 by Serrano.
Alex Maloney from Ball State was 4 for 17 this season.
That's strike 2. Sun is now coming out from behind the clouds, and it's even brighter here at Herman Brothers in Palmer.
You got that right.
You are wearing sunglasses.
They're not even strong enough.
Little high ball 1.
I can just see my reflection in the window here. I kind of have to lean forward to not see a man in a pink sweater.
Salmon.
Salmon.
Color. High and inside ball 2 by Serrano. Two-two pitch. Big swing, strike 3. And that is now the 4th strikeout for Serrano.
Now batting, left field number 14, Riley Adams.
That brings up left fielder Riley Adams, right-handed batter. The leading run is still at first, and Ray Guarini. Riley Adams batting in the hole tonight, the 9th spot. First pitch, high, ball 1.
Riley Adams from San Diego, a college teammate of Sevi Romo.
One-zero pitch, high and inside, ball 2.
Kind of hoping that sun will find a nice spot behind the cloud.
In there, strike 1. I I love the sunshine. I have
Oh, no,
no
so do I.
complaints.
So do I. It's just the glare.
2-1 pitch. Swung on, foul back. Strike 2.
Kyle Serrano about to throw a very big pitch. Walked the first man, Guarini, and then struck out the last 2. So he certainly has the strikeout pitch going today. The control not too bad.
Runner goes at first, foul back. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Miners with Guarini on first. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Serrano will have another go at it.
It is 63 degrees.
Perfect. Perfect weather. Runner goes at first. It's another foul ball down the first base side.
7 pitches in this at bat for Serrano.
Two-two pitch. Ground ball to Panachone, the shortstop. Scoops it up and cannot make the play at first in time. And that is the first hit of the game against Serrano. So runners at first and second. Adams at first, Guarini at second. As we head to the back to the top of the order to Justin Portaccio, the second baseman. He was walked in the first, hitting .333 on the season with 3 triples. Portaccio in the first was walked, then was stranded at second base. First pitch low, ball 1 by Kyle Serrano.
Serrano has thrown over 50 pitches. Hasn't pitched poorly. Just had to throw a lot of pitches.
Quick look to second. Pitches high, ball 2. And Serrano, I believe, after every pitch, I might be wrong, but this is something I've been noticing watching Serrano pitch. He always messes with his cap afterwards, after each pitch.
I'm going to watch for that now.
2-0 pitch. Oh, no. Of course, this would be the time he's not going to do it. Hold on, there
There
it
you
is.
go. Some pitchers, I think they just do it, but they don't know they do it.
Right, they don't think about it. 3 balls, no strikes. A pitch. I guess that's ball 3. Nope, that was ball 4. Portaccio taking his time at the plate before heading to first. That now loads the bases for the Miners. Guarini, the leading run, now at third base. Adams at second. And Portaccio now at first. Now Meyer and Brad Baker, the pitching coach for the Miners, are going to head out to the mound to speak with Serrano.
Well, good thing there's 2 outs. Portaccio, though, that's the second time he's walked. Serrano has now given up 4 walks, but he also has 4 strikeouts.
And the official sponsor of the 2014 Matsu Miners Baseball is Pacific Northwest Regional Council of Carpenters and Carpenters Union Local 1281. Thank them, and also the official sponsor of the Matsu Miners Travel, Alaska Airlines. We both came in on Alaska Airlines. Very nice customer service and flight attendants.
I would agree.
They're the sponsor of the Big K Bullpen Burger giveaway. Partway through the game, we'll announce one red ticket winner for a burger, courtesy of the Kill Group.
Now Meyer heads back to behind the plate.
Miners with the green jerseys tonight. I think it is now official that they just rotate every other day. The
Yes,
green and the
they
yellow.
alternate. First pitch to Chester Pack outside, ball 1. Pack hitting .414 on the season with 7 RBIs, 2 doubles, 1 triple. He was walked in his last at bat. Still 2 outs for the Miners with the bases loaded. Top of the second inning, everything's still tied up at 0. And Serrano throws ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch by Serrano. Low, ball 3. That's in there for strike 1. I think that once Serrano is more comfortable at the strike zone and able to find the zone, then they'll just be smooth sailing. Except that is ball 4, and that walks in the first run of the game. Guarini able to trot in, and all the runners advance, so that makes Riley Adams on third base, Portacio on second, and now Chester Pack at first. That brings up the designated hitter, Kevin Veers. Veers was Serrano's first strikeout. Veers hitting .217 on the season with 1 home run, 6 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Serrano's first pitch is in there for strike 1. A 1 pitch, big swing, strike 2. Bases loaded, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And it's fouled off back behind the third base dugout. Very good crowd here at Herman Brothers Field. I think everyone saw the sunshine and decided to go to a baseball game. 0-2 pitch. Deep ball down the first base line, and that will go foul.
If there's anybody who's not here, they're probably out fishing.
Yeah, or hiking.
Or hiking.
Still want to catch a salmon before I leave. It's one of my Alaskan goals.
You've only been here for about 2 weeks.
I know.
You've got a long way to go.
I know, but I still have to catch the salmon sometime.
We'll look at the schedule and we will plan on an off day.
1-2 pitch by Serrano. High, ball 2.
Serrano's pitch count is something to keep in mind right now. 66.
2-2. High and outside, ball 3. Another full count by Serrano.
It doesn't feel like 66. It's just that
No.
he's thrown a lot of pitches in each at bat. He has Veers full. He had Guarini full to start the inning, then Perry, and Adams.
That is ball 4 as Serrano walks in another run. And Veers heads to first to take his base. That moves Pack to second, Portacio to third. And Riley Adams, who had a single, now crosses the plate. Then Josh Meyer will head out to the mound to talk with Serrano. Brings up Trevor Podrads, the first baseman. Podrads was struck out at his last at-bat. He's hitting .258 on the season with 2 RBIs and 2 doubles. So the bases are loaded. Top of the second inning, 2 runs have been scored by the Pilots. So they lead the Miners. First pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Serrano just having a lot of trouble finding that strike zone and being able to zero in on it once he does throw a strike.
Yeah, 3 straight walks, but he's lucky that they haven't gotten a hit to drive more runs in.
Podratz fouls this one back. Strike 1.
That's huge. That's when you really get into trouble because walks lead to hits and then hits lead to runs. He's really just it hasn't gotten bad yet.
Yeah, it could be worse.
I really don't think it will.
1-1 pitch. High and inside, ball 2.
Podratz strikes out a lot. So that's a good thing for Serrano right now. Has to find that strike zone, attack Podratz with a fastball, probably I would say middle in. Don't give him anything high, don't give him anything too low, just right.
That's high, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch high, ball 4. And that is the third run walked in. That's Justin Protasio is going to head into home. Chester Pack to third, Kevin Veers to second, and Trevor Podratz with the walk to first. Brings up Nico Sainz, the right fielder, hitting .259 on the season with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. He was tagged out at first in his last at bat.
Hunter Simmons, I think, is calling the entire infield in. Josh Myers out there. Senzel has come in. Panachone and Rogers are still at short and third, respectively, but Simmons actually initiated it. He just came right in from first, trying to just calm Serrano down and help him get out of that inning. Maybe Simmons actually saw something when he was watching the Nico Sainz at bat because Simmons recorded the out on Sainz in the first inning.
Right.
Never know.
First pitch to Sainz, strike 1. Outfield playing straight away. That's strike 2. Serrano ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Sevi Romo warming in the Miners bullpen.
That's high, ball 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. 2 Sainz. Low and inside, ball 2.
Miner, if you have anything to tell us, tweet at us at ABL Miners. You can email us, matsuminersbroadcast@gmail.com, or leave a comment in the comment section below the live feed.
Big swing, strike 3 for Serrano to get out of the second inning. 2 runs scored. Serrano now has 5 strikeouts as we head into the bottom of the second. The Miners trail the Pilots 3 runs to none. You're listening to Miners Radio Network. Nick Senzel will get things started for the Miners at the bottom of the second inning. Miners trail the Pilots 3 runs to none. And Senzel is hitting 176 on the season, but has 6 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a triple. He played first base last night and is now playing second base tonight. So he takes first pitch, little low, ball 1. Drew Morvik still on the mound for the Pilots. And that ball is called a strike. I don't think Senzel was very happy with that call. He looks down the third baseline to his head coach, Ben Taylor. 1-1 pitch goes over the head of Senzel. That's ball 2. Two-one pitch by Morvik. Inside ball, strike 2.
Ben Taylor, as he was leaving the Miners dugout, I was able to hear him just giving his team words of encouragement. Stay in there. It's not over. Stay positive. Go out and get them.
Inside ball 3 now for Senzel.
This is a very good at bat for Senzel. He's working the count. He's trying to do what the Pilots hitters have done for Serrano. And Serrano's thrown his strikes, but he's thrown the balls too.
Inside ball 4, Senzel will get on base to start things off in the bottom of the second. Brings up Brandon Smith. Smith playing in left field again tonight. Seen Smith as a left fielder and as a designated hitter so far this season, hitting .286 with 3 RBIs and 1 double.
He is 2 for 9 against the Pilots this season with an RBI.
Hits one into left center field, and it is caught by Adams. That's the first out for the Pilots. That brings up Hunter Simmons, the first baseman, hitting .222 on the season. 7 runs, 6 hits, 1 double, 3 RBIs, and has been walked 12 times. He is the only Miner that has been walked more than 6 times.
Such a patient hitter, but as we've heard him say at times, he goes sometimes a little too patient when it comes to strikeouts or missing a pitch he knows he can hit. That happens sometimes.
1-0 pitch, strike 1.
Senzel over at first base, he was I wouldn't call that a walk, I wouldn't call it a crawl, I wouldn't call it a run. It kind of looked more like he was sliding on that dirt with his feet, making his way towards second, but nothing happening.
That's strike 2 for Simmons. Yeah, Senzel with a little bit of a lead off of first.
I think maybe he wanted to go, but didn't have a good jump.
Senzel has stolen 2 bases. Throw back to first. He slides into the base, and he is safe.
We haven't seen the Miners play much small ball.
No.
And if you think about it, that when they win, they've scored a lot of runs.
Senzel goes. Hunter Simmons with the foul ball down the first base side. Senzel, I don't think really realized where the ball went as he still was sprinting as he rounded second and was heading to third.
Yeah, he stopped at the third base bag and is now just crossing the diamond.
So now the count for Hunter Simmons, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Senzel on first. One-two pitch by Morvik. Low and outside, ball 2. Simmons steps into the batter's box. The pitch. Low, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Full count for Simmons.
With 1 out and a runner on, Mitchell now is on deck. and he already has a home run on the season. That came on Tuesday against the Chinooks.
High and inside, ball 4. That'll put runners on first and second now for the Miners. Senzel heads to second, Simmons to first, and brings up Mitchell now. 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 1 double on the season. And his home run at Chugiak, he just hit a line drive over the left field wall.
Yeah, that had no
lot
hang
of power.
time. No hang
Yeah.
time on that. Right out. Mitchell now from Spring, Texas, 5'10", 200 pounds from Texas A&M. Just finished his junior year.
Takes the first pitch as a strike.
It's hard for Ben Taylor to pencil in a lineup when he's got 3 catchers. He's got to keep everybody warm. So we've seen Decker, we've seen Now, we've seen Meyer.
Hits one up to center field. Quick pitch to second baseman, back to the first. And it is a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. As we head to the top of the third, the Miners trail the Pilots 3 runs to none. You are listening to the Miners Radio Network.
New pitcher on for the Miners is the right-hander from San Diego, Sevi Romo. From Fullerton, California, the right-hander. He will face Ray Garini, Michael Perry, and Alex Maloney. Romo is 1-0 on the season with a 6.35 earned run average. He's appeared in 3 games, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Last pitched at the Chinooks on Tuesday, inning and 2/3, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. And he starts things off with Garini, who walked and scored in the second. The night is done for Kyle Serrano. We'll have that line for you in just a second. And here's the first pitch from Romo. Lifted out to center. That is Cameron Frost. Went back, comes in, makes the catch, 1 away. Kyle Serrano, 2 innings, 1 hit, 3 runs, 7 walks, 5 strikeouts. That'll bring up Michael Perry 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch is low ball 1. Michael Perry from Pepperdine, playing in his first game of the summer. 1-0, low ball 2. From Oakland, California, just finished his freshman year at Pepperdine, 6'2", 195 pounds. Right-hander. Two-0 is inside and low, 3-0. Sevy's 3-0, kicks, fires. In there for a called strike, 3-1. Seems like more fans get here after the start time.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. There's still some walking in.
3-0, chopper foul, third base side. A full count on Michael Perry, the third baseman. Alex Maloney waits on deck. Perry was the third strikeout for Kyle Serrano. Here's the 3-2, kicks, delivers. Rip down left field line, get down for a base hit and roll. Perry will round first, head to second. Brandon Smith has it, throws it in, but it is a one-out double for Michael Perry. That's his first hit of the summer, and it's off Sevy Romo.
Number 6, Alex Maloney.
That'll bring up Alex Maloney. He struck out in the second. That was hit perfectly by Perry. Didn't quite go all the way to the wall. Brandon Smith, the left fielder, cut it off a little bit before. Maybe around the warning track, but didn't hit the wall. Sevy steps off, keeping a close eye on Perry at second. Next up is Riley Adams. Pitch is low for ball 1 to Maloney. Sevy's pitch. Chopper back to the mound. Romo backhands. Looks at third. And they get Maloney out 1-3, but Perry advances to third. Heads up by Sevy Romo just to make sure that, see if he even had a chance at Michael Perry. But Perry had a big lead, so he was already off and closer to that third base bag. And here is Riley Adams. He singled and scored in the second. Sevy Romo's fourth appearance. Pitch ripped into left. Brandon Smith will not make a play. It'll get down and another run in. It's an RBI single for Riley Adams, and the Pilots extend their lead. It's 4-0. Back to the top for Justin Protasio. He's been on base twice, both times with the free pass. He was walked. Sevy sets. First pitch to Protasio, breaking ball, high and away, ball 1. This is Sevy's second time facing the Pilots. Pitch outside, 2-0. This is also Sevy Romo's first time pitching at Herman Brothers.
Huh.
He's been in the lineup 3 times. All at Herman Brothers, but not on the mound. 2-0 is low for ball 3, 3-0. Sevy against the Pilots, that was last Friday. Wasn't factored into the decision. 1 inning, 4 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts. 3-0. Called strike on the outside corner, 3-1. 3-1 on Protasio. Runner at first is Adams. The pitch lined into center. Cameron Frost comes in, stops, makes the catch for out number 3. The Pilots get a run. They lead at 4-0. We head to the bottom of the third on the Matsu Miners Radio Network. Back here for the bottom of the third inning, Josh Meyer, Jordan Rogers, and Cameron Frost to lead it off against Drew Moravik. He is not allowed to hit yet.
He's had a very good game. He's had run support. But, you know, we are at the bottom of the third. Miners are down 4-0, but you can't count them out.
Never. This team, they could be down 7-1 in the 7th and come back and win.
10-7.
The Pilots know that. First pitch inside to Meyer. Meyer from Mission Viejo, California. 1-0.
Is
And
it
there's strike.
weird that I have a friend from Mission Viejo other than Josh Meyer?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I know anybody from there.
He goes to Mizzou with me. Small world.
Swing and a big cut. 1-2. Does Josh know him?
No, I asked him last night about it, and I don't think he knows him, but I'll double check on that. See if they went to the same high school.
1-2. Inside 2-2.
I think Meyer's younger than my friend. Yeah, he's 2 years younger.
That
Meyer,
could
a
be why.
freshman. Yep.
2-2 in there, called strike 3. Good breaking ball from Moravik. 1 away. Second strikeout for Moravik, and that'll bring up Jordan Rogers. Rogers 5 for 22 on the season, 3 doubles, 7 RBIs. Has a 3-game hit streak. First pitch is ball 1. Rogers has played in 1 game against the Pilots this summer. He's 1 for 4. That was on Friday night at Mulcahy. 1-0. And they're called strike 1-1. Cameron Frost waits on deck. Here's the 1-1 from Moravik. Lined into center, a base hit for Jordan Rogers. First hit of the night for the Miners. 1 on, 1 out for Cameron Frost. Yeah, the Miners' top of the lineup has certainly, I think, been much stronger than the bottom half. Of course, everybody's sort of just been thrown around in different places, but Cameron Frost, Paul Panachone, those are the 2 guys who can get runs in. And you think it would be the guy in the 3-4 spot, but it's really been your 1-2 hitters for the most part. First pitch to Frost is low, 1-0. I think Emma's having a hard time seeing the laptop screen with the sun.
Nah. I like the sun. I'm not going to say anything bad about it.
1-0 pitch is foul tipped into the mid of Guarini, 1-1. I think it's sort of making its way, or the clouds are coming in and blocking it. So for now, that is nice. Center fielder Chester Pack is shaded to right center. 1-1 to Frost. Ripped into left center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Jordan Rogers up to second. It's back-to-back singles for the Miners. 2-1 with one out for Paul Panachone, the shortstop from Grand Canyon. Paul said last night that his favorite player is Alex Rodriguez.
Yep. It was a little controversial.
I would say so. Paul is 10 for 36. But just one hit in his last 13 at-bats. First pitch to him, breaking ball in there for a strike. Hasn't had a hit since Sunday against the Bucks. He was 1 for 4. 0 for his last 9. 0-1 into left, a base hit. 3 straight hits. Ben Taylor will hold Jordan Rogers at third. The bases are loaded for Cam Newell. And I think right now, if you're the Miners, Newell is definitely one of the guys you want at the plate in a situation like this. He has hit the ball very, very well this summer. Already has a 3-run home run. That came on Tuesday against the Chinooks. He was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs last night. He's 9 for 21 and 7 RBIs. Also patient, 4 walks. Just 1 strikeout. First pitch, fly ball to deep right. Going back, and that'll get down. A run is in. It's Rogers. Here comes Frost. Here comes Panachone. The tag, safe. A 3-run double for Cam Newell. He stays hot. The Miners trail 4-3. Oh, and the Pilots head coach out here to argue with the home plate umpire. He's not happy. He thinks that Paul Panachone was out. He's letting the home plate umpire hear it. He walks back to the dugout. And he's been thrown out of the game. But a 3-run double for Cam Newell. And boy, was that a big hit. We talk about how the Miners can really get that big hit when they need it. And we could talk about that. I guess you could call that controversial call at home with Panachone. It looked to me like it was a very close play, and it really could have gone either way. It went so fast.
Yeah.
It went so fast that they really couldn't look at it.
Well, and Guarini, I didn't think that Guarini, the catcher, seemed upset about it. It could have gone either way, and I think that Panachone did a great job of kind of diving around and coming back around the other side of the plate around Guarini. But obviously, the coach believed differently.
Senzel fouls one right off. Darren Westergaard, the Pilots head coach. He's been dismissed from the ball game. 0-1 the count on Senzel. Lifted to right center. And that is caught out there in right center by the center fielder Chester Pack.
Your left fielder, number 25, Brandon Smith.
2 away for Brandon Smith. But Cam Newell, let's talk about him while we have a little bit of time. Just getting that big hit. We talked about a 3-run home run, a 3-run double here. And really, just like that, with one hit, the Miners down by a run, 4-3.
Yeah, and I mean, Newell has been great kind of coming into this team, and he saw, whenever he first got here, the Johnny Loker walk-off grand slam, that the Miners just don't go away, and he kind of just put himself in that position and has picked it up, hitting those clutch balls, especially in this situation. And now the Miners have the tying run at second, the leading run in Brandon Smith batting right now. So just another great situation for the Miners.
And Brandon Smith has an 0-2 count. He just took 2 breaking balls from Drew Moravec, both for strikes. Pitch slapped to right, coming in as the right fielder. It'll drop. Wounding third, headed for home is Newell. The throw, the tag, and into second is Brandon Smith, and the Miners tie the game.
And Smith slid into second, immediately stood up and waved back to second base.
And the Miners have tied it up 4-4. I didn't think that Ben Taylor was going to send Cam Newell.
I didn't either.
Kind of caught me off guard a little bit. But here is Hunter Simmons, and the go-ahead run for the Miners is at second base in scoring position. Simmons takes ball 1. Want to know the count on Simmons? Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Simmons from the University of Utah. He walked in the second inning. Big inning for the Miners. 4 runs have crossed the plate. 1-1 in there, a strike. Just when the Miners were down 4-0, they don't like to play down.
No.
They really do not. If they're down, they're going to come back. And they know that. No lead is safe. 1-2 in the dirt, stopped by Guarini. 2-2. Mitchell now from Texas A&M. He waits on deck. Smith with a big lead at second. The pitch to Simmons inside. 3-2.
Thought that almost caught him.
Yeah, I thought maybe it almost caught a piece of the jersey. Three and two, 2 outs on Simmons. Moravic's pitch. Ripped out to left center. Coming in his pack. It'll fall. Here comes Brandon Smith. He will score an RBI single for Hunter Simmons. The Miners take the lead. It's 5-4. Boy, would you look at that. What a turnaround. Now the acting manager is making his way out to the mound.
That is Cordell Hippolito.
There's action in the Pilots bullpen. Don't know if we're going to see a change here. A runner on first. It's Hunter Simmons. Mitchell now at the plate. 5 runs here in the third for the Miners. And Moravic's going to stay in there. Two outs. And Mitchell now coming to the plate.
Now batting, your DH number 30, Mitchell, now.
5 runs on 6 hits in the inning. That's all the offense the Miners have had as Mitchell now takes strike 1 inside.
And again, this is mostly there have been 4 runs scored with 1 out and 1 run scored with 2 outs for the Miners. So we were kind of talking about this yesterday or 2 days ago, that the Miners are able to do all this and score all these runs with 2 outs.
Yeah, it's really just when they know it's getting close, and at any time where they're down, they don't like that. They will come back.
Yeah.
And they're capable of that. We've seen it all season already. 1-2 the count on Mitchell now. Moravic sets, kicks, fires. Line foul off to the right, out of play. 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Pilots. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Miners. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is the third out. But 5 runs cross the plate for the Miners. A big 3-run double for Cam Newell. The Miners are on top of the Pilots 5-4 as we head to a break on the Matsu Miners Radio Network. Five-run third for the Miners. They lead the Pilots 5-4. Back at Herman Brothers Field. Chester Pack, Kevin Veers, and Trevor Podras to lead it off for the Pilots. Sevi Romo is out there again. An inning, 2 hits, a run, no walks, no strikeouts. Romo's first pitch to Chester Pack is low for ball 1. Gets away from the catcher Meyer, but no runners on. It is 8:17 in Alaska. And we're in the top of the 4th. 1-0 pitch from Romo. Chopper to third base side, foul.
The sun is still shining, blue skies. Just in a good mood because of it.
Yeah, the sun's actually in a better position right now.
Good. You're more comfortable?
I'm a little bit more comfortable. 1-1 pitch from Romo. Kind of bounces in front of the plate. And it's 2-1 on Chester Pack, the center fielder. From Cal State Northridge, from Diamond Bar, California. 3-1, shows bunt, drops it down. Meyer will let it roll foul. Chester Pack is going to make his way back. Chester Pack had a big game last night against the Chinooks. He was 4 for 5 with a triple and 4 RBIs.
Wow.
He also scored a run. He's 6 for his last 9. That was entering tonight. But he's walked twice here. So he is still technically 6 for his last 9. 2-2 on Pack. Here's the pitch from Romo. Up and in, full count, 3-2. No action in the Miners' bullpen. Here's the 3-2 from Romo. Slap to the right side, foul out of play. Fans giving chase. A lot of fans here.
Yeah, there are a ton. This side is about full too, down the third base side.
Excited to hear the official attendance, probably around the 7th, 8th, 9th inning. Last third of the game. 3-2. Called strike 3.
Pack thought it was a ball. It looked like he was going to start heading down the first base side.
First strikeout for Sevi Romo, 1 down. That'll bring up Kevin Veers. He's 0 for 1. He struck out against Kyle Serrano in the first. Veers from Fresno State. Batting on the left side. First pitch from Romo. In there, a strike. Kevin Veers was 1 for 6 with a double and an RBI yesterday. That was actually, yes, yesterday against the Chinooks. 1-1 on Veers. Against the Miners, he is 2 for 7. He scored 2 runs and has a double with 2 RBIs. 1-1. A little low. 2-1. Five-4. The Miners lead the Pilots here in the top of the 4th. Pitch, that's on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. 2-2. The Miners trailed the Pilots 4-0 going into the bottom of the 3rd. The Miners scored 5. 2-2. Swing a chopper to the right side. That's the second baseman, Nick Senzel. Throws to Hunter Simmons at first for out number 2. That'll bring up Trevor Podratz. He is 0 for 1. He struck out in the first and he walked. That walk came in the second inning. First pitch from Romo. In the dirt. 1-0. Sevi Romo, very comfortable tonight. 1-0 to Podratz. Chopper to the right side, and Nick Senzel takes it on a hop. Throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Sevi Romo. The Miners still lead the Pilots 5-4 on the Matsu Miners Radio Network. 4th inning coming up after this. Drew Moravec is back out there for the Miners, the Pilots. Josh Meyer, the batter. He struck out in the 3rd. 5-4, the Miners lead the Pilots. A big 5-run 3rd. Meyer sends one foul to the right side over by the Miners dugout. 0-1. One to Meyer the Miner. In the dirt, 1-1. He and Dane Wunderlich yesterday in the car talking about who has better hair. 1-1. Grounder to the right side. The second baseman Protasio takes it in shallow right and throws Trevor Podratz. 1 away.
Dane said that he wins just because Texas hair always wins. I agreed because Texas is awesome.
Here is Jordan Rogers. Yes, I have nothing to say about that.
Yeah.
Here is Rogers. He singled in the third and scored. Here's the first one to cross. On that big 3-run double by Cam Newell, he takes strike 1. I think Massachusetts is awesome, too.
That's good. You do have Boston.
Rogers fouls one back, 0-2. We do have Boston. Great city.
Yeah, I've been there. It's a very cool place.
I've been to Dallas like 3 times. 0-2 to Rogers. In the dirt. Stopped by Greeny, 1-2. That is if you count the airport as visiting Dallas.
No, not really.
No? Okay.
Because you're not even in Dallas. You're in Grapevine.
1-2. Liner to third. That's picked on the backhand by the third baseman. Perry throw off balance to first. Not in time. Rogers with his second hit of the night. That was a line drive that basically dropped right in front of the third base bag, and Perry took it on the backhand right by the foul line. And that'll bring up Cameron Frost. He singled and scored in the third. 1 out. Pitch from Moravec. Breaking ball in there for a strike. I've been to 2 Rangers games.
Yep. In our awesome ballpark.
That is, I do like it. I wanted to go because of the movie The Rookie.
Oh, chills every time when I
yeah.
walk in there.
Still. 0-1 in there for strike 2, 0-2.
I went to a Rangers game before I left to come up here. I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch my Rangers one last time. And as I walked into the ballpark, you just kind of imagine whenever the rookie walked in. Just gives you chills.
Check on Rogers at first. He's back. I think the rookie may be one of, if not my favorite baseball movie.
Yeah, it's probably top 10 for me of overall movie favorites.
0-2, hard hit and foul behind the Miners dugout. 0-2 the count on Cameron Frost. He's 1 for 2. Drew Moravec, 3 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Pitch to Frost, grounder to the right side, picked up by Sean Winston, the first base coach.
Looked like Frost swing was a little bit late.
0-2 the count on him. Paul Panachone waits on deck. And then Cam Newell. 0-2 runner off. Frost swings and misses, but they are going to say he fouled it off. So Rogers coming back.
Frost walking around, you can definitely tell he's a little bit frustrated with all these foul balls now.
Jordan Rogers from Arlington, Tennessee. Just finished his freshman year at the University of Tennessee. Has not stolen a base this season. He has now hit in 4 straight games. 0-2, here's the pitch. Inside and low, 1-2 to Frost. Yeah, I didn't tell you until this morning, but Cameron Frost did tweet at me last night.
Oh, I saw it last
that?
night. Yeah, I saw that.
Uh-oh. Inside to Frost, 2-2. 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Pilots. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Miners. 2-2 from Moravec. Rogers is off. Foul off again. 7 pitches. Right now between Moravec and Frost. Pitch, grounder, third base side, foul. Oh, Ben Taylor wanted that one fair. Interesting look to start the game for the Miners coaches. Usually we see Ben Taylor bundled up. I think he wears 2 or was he wear 2 sweatshirts, maybe even 3? I don't know.
He says he has 7 layers on.
That's possible. 2-2 to Frost. Stays alive.
5 foul balls now.
9 pitch at bat. 1 out here, a 5-4 Miners lead. An off day tomorrow. Miners could use it. Runner at first off. Frost swing and a miss. The throw down. It's a stolen base for Jordan Rogers, his first of the season, but Cam Frost is strikeout number 4 for Drew Moravec. And there's 2 away. I'll bring up Paul Panaccione. And the acting manager for the Pilots, Cordell Hippolito, is talking things over with the home plate ump, and I think they're going to check. He's going to check with the field umpire. I don't know what they're checking.
Are they checking to see that Cam Frost was
I wonder
out?
if I think they might be thinking
See if it was a stolen base.
I think they might be thinking interference because Cameron Frost, when he struck out, he immediately just kind of walked right in front, maybe getting in the way of Ray Carini. I think they may wanted Jordan Rogers out, but I'm not positive. Breaking ball in there to Panaccione for strike 1. 0-1.
Should mic up the umpire sometime.
Well, the Pilots' regular head coach has been tossed from the game. I don't know if we'd really want to pick up what was said. 0-1 fouled off.
I heard what was said, and I don't think that's allowed on the internet.
Okay.
Or on YouTube.
Okay. It is 0-2 with 2 outs. Did you take the headset off?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I was curious because he looked to be yelling.
0-2, Panaccione swings around, but Drew Moravec gets out of trouble with Rogers on second base. It's still a 5-4 Miners lead. We head to the 5th on the Matsu Miners Radio Network.
Brothers Field. Sevy Romo still on the mound for the Miners, and starting things off for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots is Nico Signs, the right fielder. 259 on the season for Nico with 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. He was tagged out at first his first appearance here against the Miners, then was struck out. But he has not faced Sevy Romo yet. First pitch by Romo, low, ball 1. Miners still lead the Pilots 5 runs to 4. Top of the 5th inning. That pitch is in there for strike 1. Pilots scored 3 runs in the 2nd inning and 1 run in the 3rd. It's a 1-1 pitch. Short ground ball up to left field, and that is a single for Nico Signs. First hit for the Pilots in this 5th inning. Brings up Ray Greeny, the catcher. Greeny hitting .316 on the season with 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Was walked in the 2nd inning and scored a run. And he was the first batter to face Sevy Romo when he came in the 3rd inning and had a fly out to center field. First pitch in there for strike 1. Brandon Smith in left field playing a little bit deep. Cameron Frost in center field a couple feet to the left. And Cam Newell also playing a little bit deep in right field. Little high, ball 1 to Guarini. Guarini, a sophomore out of West Virginia. 6'1", 190. Fouls one back to...
Emma flinched.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nope.
Because I turned back around and the ball was right on the chain link fence.
You flinched, though.
A little. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run at first. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Two pitch, runner at first goes, big swing, strike 3. And it was the same situation as in the last out of the last inning with the stolen base at second for Nico Signs. And that is the 2nd strikeout for Sevy Romo. Brings up Michael Perry, the 3rd baseman, was struck out in his first at bat, then had a double in the 3rd inning and scored a run off of Romo. First pitch by Sevy outside, ball 1. One away here, the top of the 5th. It's in there, strike 1 for Romo. Perry batting on the right side of the plate. And Alex Maloney on deck. Signs dancing around second base as Perry fouls this one back for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Perry. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. Signs with a pretty significant lead off of second. He's tagging back up right now. Romo gets the sign from Meyer. Quick look back to second at Signs. The pitch. And there for strike 3. That's 2 strikeouts in a row now for Sevi Romo. 3rd strikeout of the game.
Now batting, shortstop number 6.
Boy, Sevi looks good out there.
That brings up Alex Maloney, the shortstop. He was struck out in his 2nd inning by Kyle Serrano, then grounded out to Romo in the 3rd inning. Maloney hitting 197 on the season with 2 doubles. Breaking ball by Romo, strike 1. Tying run in scoring position at second base. Pitch. Short fly ball just over the infield, rolls into center field, picked up by Cam Frost. And that is a single for Maloney, and Signs heads to 3rd. Brings up Riley Adams, the left fielder. He is 2 for 2 tonight, hitting in the 9th hole. Has had 2 singles and scored a run in the 2nd inning. Two away for the Miners as Sevi Romo faces Riley Adams. First pitch swung on, fouled back, strike 1. Nico Signs on 3rd, Maloney on 1st. The tying run just 90 feet away from home. The 0-1 pitch. A little outside, ball 1. Pitch, fouled back, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on the corner, tying run at 3rd. Sevi sets. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Brad Baker just standing right in front of that Miners dugout, watching Sevi pitch. Really, what's been a pretty good game while he's been in.
Yeah, definitely. Only given up 1 run. And that is the 3rd strikeout. So all 3 outs have been strikeouts for Sevi Romo. That's 4 total for the pitcher. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, the Miners still lead the Pilots 5 runs to 4. You are listening to the Miners Radio Network. starting things off for the Miners is Cam Newell. Newell out of UC Santa Barbara, along with the new pitcher on the mound for the Pilots, Kyle Nelson. We head in the bottom of the 5th. Kyle Nelson listed at 6 foot, 185 from UC Santa Barbara, hometown from San Francisco, California. Lefty versus lefty. Newell shows bunt, instead takes the ball instead.
Kyle Nelson just graduated from high school, I think is what General Manager John Dyson told me before the game.
So I guess they're not teammates quite yet.
Not quite.
They will be in the fall. That's strike 1 by Nelson.
Nelson, not a very big guy at all, but he looks like he throws pretty hard. Bats left, throws left.
Pitch a little inside, ball 2.
Kyle Nelson pitched against the Miners on Friday, got the win. 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts.
High fly ball to deep right field, hit by Newell. Going back is Signs, and it is a home run by Cam Newell. That is the 2nd home run for Cam Newell, as the Miners now lead the Pilots 6 runs to 4. Newell gives head coach Ben Taylor a high five on his way down the third base path. And what a hit by Newell.
Yeah, he's really feeling it right now. He's confident, and he's just playing. He's really hitting the ball well. And we know that it was Johnny Loker for a while. He's on the He's been on the bench for a couple nights. Everyone's got to get a little bit of playing time, but Cam Newell just really picking up where Johnny left off.
Oh, yeah. Tonight, he's 2 for 3 now. Has scored 2 runs, had a double, now a home run. So, yeah, Cam Newell doing a great job. Also, fielding-wise, out in right field. And that brings up Nick Senzel out of the University of Tennessee. Second base tonight. Hits a ground ball into left field, and that's a base hit. I wonder how Nelson felt with Newell hitting
I was just thinking
that home run. So with Senzel at first base, that brings up Brandon Smith playing left field tonight. Had a fly out in the 2nd inning and a double in the 3rd and scored a run. He's hitting .286 on the season with 3 RBIs, 1 double. First pitch by Nelson, outside, ball 1. Actually, they're going to call that a strike. Strike 1.
Mitchell now and Josh Meyer, the only 2 Miners not to have a hit tonight.
Runner goes at first. Here's the throw from home. Gets behind, gets into center field. Senzel will stay at second. But the shortstop, Maloney, trying to cut off Senzel at second, just lost the ball behind him. They're lucky that Senzel didn't advance to third.
Yeah, that's big for the Miners. Just got to keep tacking on runs, and they're doing that. I mean, of course, the home run for Newell. And now actually Senzel is taking third base. I wonder if there was a balk.
There might have been, but usually they were able to pick that up. Ground ball foul down the first base side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Smith. Still nobody out here for the Miners with Senzel at third. Pitch big, swing by Smith. That is strike number 3. And the first strikeout for Kyle Nelson of the Pilots. Brings up first baseman Hunter Simmons. Was walked in the 2nd and had a single in the third, was left on base. Hitting .222 on the season with 1 RBI, 1 double, and 3. This one gets behind Guarini, the catcher. Senzel stays a third. That is ball 1 for Simmons. Left center field wide open. Strike 1 to Simmons. Pack is playing, which we've seen this with the Pilots, especially Pack and the center fielders, play into he's almost in a right center field. And if Simmons could get a ball down in the left center, be a base hit. This ball gets behind Greeny again. Senzel thinking about stealing home. Instead, Greeny throws down the base path to Perry, and Senzel is tagged out. So that is out number 2 for the Miners. Senzel was just caught in between those bases. Simmons count now 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs for the Miners. And that's strike 2. Two pitch. Swung on, foul ball on the first base side. And Simmons stays alive. And there's a little bit of activity out in the Miners bullpen. Looks like Decker is out ready to catch. He has his catching gear on.
Nobody's throwing.
No, but there is someone jogging. That might be Hayden Howard.
That is Hunter Rodriguez.
Oh, the left-hander from Utah. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Simmons. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. And the second time Simmons has been walked tonight. That brings up designated hitter Mitchell now. Part of a double play in the second inning and struck out in the third. Now hitting .227 with 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and 1 double. Facing Kyle Nelson, the lefty for the Pilots. High and outside, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Little high, ball 2. Two 0 pitch inside, 3 balls, no strikes. Simmons on first. The Miners lead 6-4. That's in their strike 1 to now. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Simmons on first. Miners lead 6-4. Top are the bottom of this 5th inning. Swung on, ground ball down the third base side. Perry bobbles it, but makes the play to first to Podratz. And that will end the inning, but 1 run scored in the way of a Cam Newell home run. You are listening to the Matsu Miners Radio Network.
solo home run for Cam Newell. The Miners add one more at 6-4. Sevi Romo is out there again. And he's looked very, very good in his work tonight. Out there for his fourth inning of work, he will face 1, 2, and 3, Justin Protasio, Chester Pack, and Kevin Veers. Protasio is 0 for 1. He scored a run. It's cooling down here at Herman Brothers.
I'm debating whether or not I need a jacket.
First pitch, it's a breaking ball, but gets to the backstop, 1-0.
I did bring my jacket.
You think that's what I was looking for? That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if you even had it.
Always.
1-0 pitch to Protasio. That's on the outside part of the plate for strike 1, 1-1. Protasio from the University of Kansas, along with his teammate, Drew Morvick.
His fellow Jayhawk.
1-1 pitch is low for ball 2. Syracuse does not have a baseball team. 2-1, back up the middle, charging his Panachone, takes it off balance, throw in time. Good range from the shortstop, Panachone. The ball was basically hit right up the middle and behind the second base bag. I think Panachone is playing a little closer to the third base side. Nice play, though.
Very athletic play.
Here's Chester Pack. Pack walked twice and struck out. 0 for 1. First pitch from Romo. Foul back. Miners lead the Pilots 6-4. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Anchorage. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Miners. 0-1 pitch. Little low and away, 1-1. Pitch from Romo. In there, called strike 1-2. Chester Pack had 3 doubles and 15 at-bats for Cal State Northridge this past season. 1-2 is low, ball 2, 2-2. Sevi Romo. In his fourth inning of work, lined into left, a base hit over the head of Rogers. 1 out single for Chester Pack, his first hit of the night. That'll bring up Kevin Veers. Sevi Romo right now, 3 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Almost time. Couple, maybe 1 or 2 innings away from that player of the game time. Start sending in those nominations soon. First pitch to Kevin Veers is a strike 0-1.
The Seagulls are circling Herman Brothers Field right now, especially left field where Brandon Smith is. You see that? There are like 4 of them out there.
I know they had seagulls in Alaska. 0-1, grounder to the right side, into right, under the glove of the second baseman, Senzel. Back-to-back singles for the Pilots with 1 away. That'll bring up Trevor Podratz. Podratz is 0 for 2. He has an RBI. Trevor Podratz from the University of Hawaii and is from Temecula, California. Time called as Brad Baker making his way out to the mound. The entire infield will meet with Sevi Romo.
So you know Trevor Podratz from last summer,
Right.
And I've noticed his last 2 at-bats. I don't know if I saw it in the first, but I've noticed it now. He writes something with the end of his bat in the dirt. Do you know what that is?
You know, that looks familiar.
Again, remind you this Saturday, come meet the Miners, have breakfast.
It does. It really looks familiar. I don't know what it is. I've never asked him.
Get some autographs.
It's very kind of unique. Like you see batters and players have their own special kind of like routine of stepping into the box, but I don't think I've seen anyone that's like he's definitely signed something, like maybe his initials or I don't know what, but
Anything. It's
yeah,
I don't know.
draws a little glacier pilot or anything in the dirt.
Oh, I don't even know what a glacier pilot looks like.
I imagine it's a guy on a boat surrounded by glaciers. But I want to say it's like an airplane pilot, but I don't know why. I think it's like a guy on a boat. I think it'd be a glacier captain, but I don't know. That's all Maybe it'd be a guy like flying around the glaciers in an airplane, like the little propeller ones that we see everywhere. There's
Maybe,
a little.
maybe. First pitch to Podrat's in there for a strike. He disagreed with the call and 1. 1 away. Runners on first and second. Tying run at first. Go ahead, run at the plate. Pitch. Popped up. Going back is the second baseman, Senzel. Calls everybody off.
It's going to be an infield fly.
And they'll call that an infield fly, as Emma says.
I don't know if you saw the umpires.
No, because usually when there's something like that, I tend to look for the ball and the fielders to see who's coming in, who's calling for it. If there's a home run and I think I've lost the ball, then I look at the umpire to see if he's signaling a home run. So now 2 outs. For Nico Signs. He is 1 for 3. First pitch to him, grounder to the right side, into right, a base hit. They are waving the runner at third. Chester Pack to throw home. Meyer can't hold on to it. Chester Pack scores. It's a 6-5 game. RBI single for Nico Signs. Little bit of trouble for Sevi Romo in this inning. Here is Ray Guarini. He is 0 for 2. First pitch to him, swing and a miss, but the ball got away from Meyer. No movement for the runners. It is Hunter Rodriguez warming in that bullpen still. I would imagine that he would come in for the 7th.
Pitch 7, 8, 9 maybe?
Yes. I don't know about 3 innings. 0-1. Breaking ball. Good pitch. In there for a strike. 0-2. Right now, Sevi Romo, someone to consider for player of the game. Oh, and 2. Keeping a close eye on Veers at second. That's low. 1-2. Guarini walked and scored in the second, flew out to center in the third, struck out in the 5th. Michael Perry waits on deck. One, 2. Ball 2. Six, 4. The Miners lead the Pilots here in the top of the 6th. 2-2 count from Romo. Here's the pitch. Inside. 3-2. That was a very close pitch. Sevi Romo could have gotten out of this jam with that pitch, but no go. Runners at first and second. A full count on Ray Guarini with 2 outs. Romo kicks, fires. Called strike 3. Ray Guarini doesn't like it, but Sevi Romo gets out of a jam, gives up a run, but the Miners still lead 6-5. We head to the bottom half of the 6th on the Matsu Miners Radio Network.
Catcher number 24,
Josh Meyer to lead it off for the Miners in the bottom of the sixth. The Pilots get one in the top half. But the Miners looking to add more. Still a 6-5 game. And the first pitch from the lefty, Kyle Nelson, is outside ball one. Pitch that is low ball 2-0. Meyer, the catcher from Grand Canyon. 2-0, grounder to short, charging is Maloney. Goes to first, one away. That'll bring up Jordan Rogers, the third baseman. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Now batting your third baseman, number 7, Jordan Rogers.
Rogers from the University of Tennessee. We've seen him kind of mix things up with the high socks and the low socks. Or high pants, low pants, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Showing socks or not showing socks. First pitch to him is a ball. It's 1-0. Here's Nelson's 1-0. Lifted out to deep left center. And making the catch is Riley Adams. For out number 2.
Your center fielder, number 22, Cameron.
That didn't go as deep as I thought it was.
No.
As deep as I thought it was.
It was more shallow, but the shortstop, Maloney and Adams, the left fielder, almost just completely ran into each other. And Maloney decided to kind of dive out of the way and roll away from Adams, who made the catch.
Cameron Frost, the leadoff man, coming to the plate.
Game 7 o'clock right here at Herman Brothers. We'll see you here.
2 outs, and the Miners leading 6-5. Kyle Nelson looking much calmer in this inning. Pitch to Frost is low and gets away, 1-0. Pitch to Frost. And there's a strike, 1-1. I think it's safe to say that Hunter Rodriguez will be coming in for the 7th. Just a guess. 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2.
Yeah, I think he's been warming up there for a little while. I think he's about ready.
1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the second strikeout for Kyle Nelson. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Pilots. They look to add more against the new pitcher, Hunter Rodriguez. We'll have what you need to know on Hunter when we come back. The Miners lead the Pilots 6-5 on the Matsu Miners Radio Network.
Hunter Rodriguez.
New pitcher for the Miners. It is Hunter Rodriguez, the lefty from the University of Utah.
Leading off the Glacier Pilots.
He will face Michael Perry, Alex Maloney,
Michael Perry.
and Riley Adams. 7, 8, 9 for the Pilots. Pilots looking to add more runs. They led the Miners 4-0 going into the bottom of the third, but the Miners scored 5. And now the Miners lead the Pilots 6-5. First pitch to Perry. Up and away, ball 1. Emma did a pregame profile with Hunter Rodriguez just the other day. Check that out on our YouTube page, youtube.com/MatsuMinersBaseball. There's a playlist with all of the pregame profiles. 1-0, fouled off to the right, out of play. Hunter's just another one of those nice, talkative guys. Got a lot to say.
Yeah, definitely. And at the Chamber of Commerce luncheon we went to, Hunter Simmons and Hunter Rodriguez, both out of Utah, both living with the same host family, show up wearing the same shoes.
Did you ask if that was a Utah thing?
No, I asked if they had planned it, and they said that they had, and they were white Converse. It was, if you have similar shoes to someone, but they both had the white Converse.
1-2, weak grounder to the left side. That is Rogers, the third baseman, throws to first, 1 away. Yeah, Emma, we didn't get our picture yet of us dressed in this salmon attire. Have someone snap a picture of that.
Shortstop number 6, Alex Maloney.
We'll get that on our Twitter page.
Yeah, definitely.
Follow us at ABL Miners. Should have taken a picture of the Hunters with their shoes.
Missed opportunity. I'm sure they'll do it again.
Yes. And every day for the players, they match, but that's required. Swing and a miss by Alex Maloney for strike 1 on 1. Maloney struck out in the second, grounded back to the pitcher in the third, and singled in the fifth. 1 for 3. And a 0-1 count. Pitch is up and away, 1-1. Much more comfortable temperatures here in Palmer. Oh, I don't think Emma agrees. She might be a little cold.
My fingers are a little chilly, but I'm still loving the sunshine.
1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. The Miners are off tomorrow. The next game is Saturday at the Anchorage Bucks at 5 o'clock. Emma, you will be going to the pancake breakfast on Saturday, is that right?
Yes, I will.
At 9 a.m. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the first strikeout for Hunter Rodriguez, and there's 2 down in the 7th. That'll bring up Riley Adams. He is 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI.
Now batting, left fielder number 14, Riley Adams.
I'm excited for some free pancakes on Saturday.
Hey, you have to let me know how they are. I'm going to the
Yeah.
next one. I don't know when that is. July 13th. Adams fouls one off to the right. I think it's July. It is. No, July 12th.
Also, the Seagulls are back in left field.
Well, that's good to know. I'm actually looking at the schedule right now. We only go to the Chinooks. I have that wrong. 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. Oh, 4 more times. I thought I only saw 2. My math isn't always great. 1-1 from Rodriguez. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. He continues to be one of these solid, reliable pitchers out of the bullpen.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I really like seeing him come out and relieving. Like, Romo had a great outing, but you could kind of tell he was getting a little tired, but then Rodriguez comes in, and it's just very solid, controlled pitching.
Adams chops a foul, third base side, still 1-2. Rodriguez looking to get this strikeout. Already has one punch out in the inning. Miners got to get a couple more runs on the board, some insurance on run 2 is high, 2-2. Do you agree that some insurance runs wouldn't be?
Oh, yeah, definitely. With this Pilots team that they had a walk-off in the 10th inning against the Miners, they very good team. I don't think one run is, I don't know, it doesn't feel too solid right now.
Foul back right near us, just to our right.
And that's nothing against Rodriguez's pitching or the defense by the Miners, but it's just the Pilots are a very talented team. That they can come back just like the Miners can come back from obviously enormous deficits to win games. So I think some insurance ones, that'd be nice for the Miners.
2-2, the count on Adams. Pitch from Rodriguez inside 3-2.
Fans not happy about that one.
We're getting some feedback about our music in between innings. like a variety of different things. I understand completely.
Yes, we
were given this and told we had to use it, but we're gonna work. We're gonna try to change that around for you all. Called strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Hunter Rodriguez to second of the inning, and it's a 1-2-3-4 inning for the lefty from Utah. The Miners still lead 6-5. They'll try to add on some more runs. 7th inning stretch time from Herman Brothers on the Matsu Miners Radio Network.
Bring it out. Let me hear you. Going now. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Coming up next half inning, program prize and 50-50.
Kyle Nelson still in the game for the Pilots. Paul Panaccione, Cam Newell, and Nick Senzel as 2, 3, and 4 to start things off for the Miners. They try to add on some more runs. They lead it 6-5. But the Pilots slowly making their way back.
Yeah, they're trying to make a dent, but so far, Miners pitching has been pretty great.
First pitch up and away to Paul Panaccione. Second pitch swing and a big miss. 1-1. One and one. Outside. 2-1. Swing another miss by Panaccione. It's 2-2. Paul is 1 for 3. Scored a run. Two pitch from Nelson. In the dirt. 3-2, a full count. There is some more action in the Miners bullpen. That might be Vince Arobio or John Farindelli. I am not sure. Outside, ball 4 to Panaccione.
That 7th inning stretch sponsored by City Heels Allstate Insurance.
That is Vince Arobio.
And now for your Miners, your right fielder.
Here is Cam Newell, another big night for him. He is 2 for 3. He scored 2 runs and has 4 RBIs.
Be a pretty good
Yeah.
player of the game nomination. Which I think it's just about that time to start
It is
sending them
about
in.
that time. Send tweets to us at ABL Miners. First pitch to Newell in there for a strike. Email us, matsuminersbroadcast@gmail.com, or comment in the comment section below the video player. 0-1, they count on Cam Newell. Runner at first is Panachone. Pitch, swing, a fly ball to the right side, and foul. None of the minors really seem like the switch from aluminum to wood has really bothered them, especially
Yeah.
the new guys.
Yeah, who've just got here this week.
Johnny Loker, Cam Newell, Nick Blazer, Matt Decker. 0-2, fouled off to the left. And right now for the guys who have been here since that first game, it's kind of, that's normal.
Yeah, they've gotten used to it.
They're used to that. But for these new guys who basically came from school, probably went home for a couple days, then came here, or they left, they were
From
playing
school.
for school and came here. As Newell hits one to right center, coming in as the center fielder, and the right fielder will fall for a base hit. And Cam Newell continues to hit. He's 3 for 4, and now he's just a triple shy of the cycle. That's the tough one, though.
Yeah.
Triple's always the tough one. You gotta have speed, you gotta have power, and it also, one of the big ways to get that triple is if the outfield sort of makes some
bit
sort
of an error.
not an error, but it's more just takes a bad route to the ball. As here comes Cordell Hippolito, the acting manager. We'll have to see if that is it for Nelson. There is a new pitcher coming in. We'll have everything you need to know on that new pitcher when we come back on the Matsu Miners Radio Network. New pitcher for the Pilots, it is Justin Dellinger from Texas State. He has faced the Miners already this season. He got the loss in that game last week against the Miners, where Johnny Loker hit the walk-off grand slam. First pitch to Nick Senzel is inside for ball 1. That is the only game that Dellinger has appeared in. 0-1. Pitched a third of an inning. 1-0 in the dirt, and Guarini can't find it, but no movement for the runners. Nick Senzel is 1 for 2. Dellinger sets, kicks, fires. Grounded foul, third base side.
Now, it seems that head coach Ben Taylor is he's a little fond of the double steal situation. We've seen it a couple times this season. So, might be something to look out for with Panachone at second and Newell on first. There is speed there. And no outs.
2-1. A little low, 3-1. Nobody out. Cam Newell singled. Senzel rips one. Foul, third base side. Kyle Nelson, in his work tonight, pitched pretty well. 2 innings, no runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Pitch Senzel, line to third. They try to go to second, but Senzel just lines out to third. All runners safe. That's the first out, and here is Brandon Smith.
Brandon Smith.
First pitch to Smith, swing and a miss. Hunter Simmons waits on deck. Oh, 0-1 the count on Smith. Miners leading 6-5. In the dirt, gets away from Guarini. All runners advance. The throw to third. Panachone is safe. Charging with a passed ball. So Brandon Smith with the count 1-1. The infield is in. There's a ball hit on the ground. They will be checking to see where Panachone, the runner on third, is going. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. A little bit of a golf swing there from Brandon Smith.
Yeah, that ball dropped and Smith tried to swing at it.
Every hitter in the Miners order has a hit except for Mitchell Now and Josh Meyer. Newell has 3. Rogers has 2. 1-2 coming from Dellinger. Here it is. Inside, 2-2. Dellinger wearing long sleeves tonight.
Well, the sun is, it's hard to say
away.
if it's setting. That never really goes away in Alaska, but it's getting lower and it is cooling off a little bit.
2-2 the count on Smith. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Smith knew it. First strikeout for Dellinger, 2 away.
Now batting your first baseman number 20, Hunter Simmons.
That'll bring up Hunter Simmons. Simmons is 1 for 1. He's walked twice. First pitch is in there for a strike. Seventh Miners run is 90 feet away at third. 2 runners in scoring position. Pitch to Simmons is a called strike on the outside black. I don't think he liked that call. 0-2.
I don't know if he didn't like it or he regrets not swinging at it. Because I think that before the ump even said anything, looked like he disagreed with something.
He has an 0-2 count with 2 outs. And here's the pitch from Dellinger. Way outside, 1-2. The Miners could really use the run at third and even the run at second. Just insurance runs. They lead the Pilots 6-5 in the bottom of the 7th. Dellinger sets, kicks. Here's his pitch inside, 2-2. Hunter Simmons smiling about something. Or his face is just like always, it seems like it's just frozen, just like stuck on that smile. He's always happy. He's always laughing. 2-2 the count, pitch from Dellinger. Swing and a foul tip. Oh, he's going to stay alive. I thought Guarini, the catcher, held on to that, but Simmons will stay alive. He's lucky. Big gap in left center. The center fielder Pack. Almost in right center. Two and two. Here's the pitch. Gets away from the catcher Guarini. No movement from the runners. Three and two. 2 outs. The Miners lead 6-5. 2 runners on, both in scoring position. We received the official attendance tonight, 872. I believe that's a season high.
Yes, the last was
799
799 against the Pilots.
3-2, swing and a miss. And Guarini will have to tag Simmons. That is strike 3. The Miners leave 2 on. They still lead at 6-5. We head to the 8th on the Matsu Miners Radio Network.
Pitcher on the mound for the Matsu Miners, that is Vince Arobio. He will start things off for the Miners in the first batter. He will face is the leadoff batter, Justin Protasio. Final line on Hunter Rodriguez, 1 inning pitch, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts.
Last call for those, well, maybe not last call, but send in those player of the game nominations. Tweet at us at ABL Miners. Send us an email, matsuminersbroadcast@gmail.com. or comment the comment section below the game.
That's strike one. First pitch by Robio. And that's ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Protasio.
Robio has appeared in 5 games this summer, 8 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Has a save.
Low and outside, ball 2.
A 2.16 earned run average. Last pitched last night against the Seals, an inning. No hits, no runs, 1 walk, no Ks. Got the save. Miners beat the Seals 6-5, and that's the score here.
Fly ball down the third base side, foul and out of play. Bounces into the forest
Is that what that
over
is?
there. I don't know. That's a forest.
All right.
Not a big one, but there's a lot of trees.
Miners and the Pilots both 6-3. Winner will be the sole leader of first place in the National League.
Ground ball down the third base side, backhanded by Rogers. Makes the throw to first, and that's the first out of the inning.
Nice play from Rogers. Just very aware over there at third base. They call it the hot corner. And I guess when we have a lefty at the plate, the third baseman always has to be aware, but wouldn't always expect the third baseman to be the one to get the ball.
And that brings up Chester Pack, the center fielder. Pack has been walked twice, struck out once, and has had a single. And scored a run as he takes a strike for the first pitch from Arobio.
You have to expect Arobio to go these last 2 innings. Nobody is warming in that Miners bullpen. Somebody is running. It's a slim lead for the Miners, 6-5.
Swung on, strike 2.
Arroyo could very well find his way into a closer's role, setup man / closer's role for the Miners.
I could see that. 0-2 count. That's strike 3 by Robio. And that's 2 away. First strikeout by Vince. That brings up Kevin Veers, the designated hitter.
Now batting DH number 5, Kevin
Struck
Veers.
out in the first inning, walked in the second. Grounded out in the fourth and had a single in the sixth. Veers hitting .217 on the season with 1 home run, 6 RBIs, and 2 doubles. First pitch by Robio is a ball. Veers, the left-handed batter. 1-0 pitch, swung on, deep into left field, going back is Brandon Smith. It's at the wall. Veers rounds first, heads into second, slides, and is safe.
All right, now the Miners need to just stay focused. Vince Arroyo has to get Trevor Podratz here. Just get that last out.
Now batting first baseman number 25, Trevor Podratz.
Trevor Podratz, the first baseman, struck out in the first inning, walked in the second, grounded out in the fourth, and had an infield fly in the sixth. Has 2 RBIs and 2 doubles on the season, hitting .258. First pitch by Robio, a little high, ball 1. Swung on, off the glove of Panachone at shortstop, rolls into shallow left center field. And Veers will head to third. And Podratz with the single for the Pilots. And Pilots fighting back here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting right fielder number 3, Nico Sainz.
So runners on the corners, the tying run at third, just 90 feet away from home. Brings up Nico Sainz, the right fielder. Sainz with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs on the season. Was struck out in the second inning and has had 2 singles, 1 in the 5th and 1 in the 6th. Those last 2 at bats.
The tying run just 90 feet away. Arroyo has to get Nico Signs, but he's 2 for 4.
Low and outside, ball 1. Veers at third and Podratz at first. One 0 pitch. And therefore, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. We're at the top of the 8th inning. Miners lead 6-5.
This has been a long game. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Wow. Last night's game was very short.
Yeah.
Pitch in the dirt for ball 2.
Today's pregame profile will be with Tyler Stubblefield. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but we will get that up tonight. You can watch it.
It'll be a little post-game profile.
Yay. Well, it's going to still be pregame profile, but it will be posted tonight.
Swung on, it's a high fly ball to deep right field. Going back is Newell. Newell makes the catch, and the Miners able to get out of the top of the 8th inning without any runs scored. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, the Miners lead the Pilots 6 runs to 5. You are listening to the Matsu Miners Radio Network. Mitchell down now, heading to the batter's box for the Miners. Now, the designated hitter tonight is 0 for 3, hitting .227 on the season. He grounds 1 foul. He has had 1 home run, that was 2 days ago, with a line drive shot over the left field wall at Eagle River, Chugiak Eagle River. Has 4 RBIs and 1 double. 0-1 pitch, big swing. Now down in the count, 0-2. The Seagulls head into right field now. You would think it's too cold for Seagulls, but they are out in the outfield. 0-2 pitch, swung on, foul into the Miners dugout just about. Went off the front fence of it.
Ben Taylor, before he left the Miners dugout, was yelling in there. I think he's trying to get a couple more, 1 or 2 more runs out of these guys. Give Arobio. There was nobody warming in the Miners bullpen, so you have to expect Arobio to go back out there. Give him a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, it was a close call in the top of the 8th. They had runners at third base and on first, but Vince Arobio able to pitch his way out of it with a check swing. Did not come around, so now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cam Newell able to make the inning-ending catch at the top of the 8th. Pitch, very inside, ball 2. Justin Dellinger for the Pilots still out on the mound. Dellinger goes to Texas State University down in San Marcos, Texas. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul, down the first base side.
I think he may have fouled that off himself. Yeah, he did. He's trying to walk it off. Bottom of the 8th, so send us your nominations for Player of the Game. Tweet at us at ABL Miners. Comment below or send us an email, mattsminersbroadcast@gmail.com. And remember to stay with us for the Matthew Myers postgame show brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Hear from head coach Ben Taylor and our Player of the Game. But that is to be decided by you guys.
I have an idea of someone who I would pick.
I've got 2.
And that is strike 3 for Mitchell now as he heads back into the dugout. That is the 3rd strikeout in a row for Justin Dellinger. That brings up Josh Meyer, the catcher for the Miners. 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout, a ground, and 2 groundouts. Hitting .200 on the season with 1 double.
Meyer the Miner.
Yep, Josh Meyer, the Miner, the right-handed batter. And it's very inside. I thought I was going to hit him almost. That's ball
so
1.
did I.
Quick reflexes.
He's a catcher.
1-0 pitch. Inside again, just about out of his hands. That's ball 2.
I think he's using the bat to try to swat a fly or something. He was.
2-0 count. That's in there for strike 1. Outfield playing straight away. So is the infield. Two 1 pitch. In there for strike 2. 2-2 count now to Josh Meyer, the Miner. Pitch by Dellinger. Swung on, fouled back. He will get another try at this.
Meyer struck out in the 3rd, grounded out to 2nd in the 4th, and grounded out to short in the 6th.
2-2 count. Swung on, short grounder to Dellinger, the pitcher. Flips it to Podratz, the first baseman, and that's out number 2 for the Pilots.
Now batting your 3rd baseman, number 7, Jordan Rogers.
Brings up Jordan Rogers, the third baseman. He's had a pretty great night, 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles. Scored a run in the 3rd inning, stole a base in the 4th. He's batting .227 on the season with 7 RBIs, 3 doubles. Also had a backhanded catch at third base earlier tonight. First pitch, high and inside, ball 1. Same way that Dellinger started Myers at bat. .1-0 pitch, low and outside, ball 2. .2-0 pitch by Dellinger, in there for strike 1.
It's the 9th game in a row for the Miners, so for guys who have really just been playing baseball nonstop since, other than just their whole lives, but since school, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Deserve a day off. Go fishing, go hiking. Best part about off days for us is get to hear what everybody did.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some interesting stories.
We'll see how many moose Cameron Frost sees. There was that bear that was at I think it was a high school game.
Yeah, Legion's game.
Yeah.
Low, ball 3. That's circling Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, everyone kept asking me if that was our game. I said, no, it wasn't. Not a bear doesn't show up to every baseball game in Alaska.
But we did
We got
see
a
a
moose.
mom moose and a little baby moose at Chugiak 2 days ago. That was cute. 3-2 pitch in the dirt. That's ball 4. Jordan Rogers will reach base for the 3rd time in this game. That brings us back to the top of the order to Cameron Frost. He is 1 for 4. He's been struck out 3 times, but had a single in the 3rd and scored a run. Hitting .378 on the season. And Jordan Rogers heads to second as the pitch is in the dirt. And Rogers with the 2nd stolen base of the game. Frost was 7 RBIs, 3 doubles, and 2 triples. .1-0 pitch. Big swing, strike 1. Still taking player of the game nominations. Comment on the live feed. Tweet at us at ABL Miners. And Frost swings at a very outside pitch. After he pitched, he kind of looked up, knowing he shouldn't have done that. And that makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. And Jordan Rogers on second. Dellinger looks back at Rogers at second. Here's the pitch. Another big swing, but the catcher, Guarini, drops the ball. It's a drop 3rd strike, but they're able to throw Frost out at first. As we head into the top of the 9th, the Miners still with a little lead, 6-5 over the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. You're listening to the Matsu Miners Radio Network. Back here at Herman Brothers, Vince Robio still on the mound for the Miners. He'll be facing Ray Guarini, the catcher for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. We're at the top of the 9th inning now, and the Miners are leading the Pilots 6-5. Miners hoping to just put the Pilots away at the top of this inning. First pitch by Robio, a little low and outside, ball 1. Guarini has been struck out twice. He's been walked once and had a fly out to center. And he has scored 1 run. 1-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. Guarini hitting .316 on the season with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Outfield playing straight away as well as the infield. Guarini fouls this one back. That's strike 2. 2 balls, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The umpire calls time. Guarini's going to fix his socks or something. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Guarini. Big swing. That is strike 3. Great way to start at the top of this 9th inning for Vince Arobio. That is his 2nd strikeout of the night. Brings up Michael Perry, the third baseman. He's been struck out twice tonight, but did have a double in the 3rd and scored a run. Then grounded out in the 7th. He was the first batter faced by Hunter Rodriguez.
Pinch hitter
Actually,
here.
Yeah, that's actually Sean Wood, pinch hitter. Wood, the left-handed batter, facing Arobio, the right-handed pitcher. First pitch, in there for strike 1.
Sean Wood, 6'6", 220.
Sophomore out of Arlington, Virginia. Attends West Virginia University.
5 for 26 on the season. A double, a triple, no home runs, 2 RBIs. Played in Friday's game against the Miners. Was 0 for 3 with 2 walks and a strikeout.
So, no balls, 2 strikes to Wood. 1 out. It's the pitch. Swung on, foul back again. Here's the 0-2 pitch by Arobio. High fly ball to center field. Going back is Frost. Frost makes the catch, and that's 2 away.
Miners just 1 out away from taking sole possession of that first place spot in the National League. Another pinch hitter.
That is going to be Clayton Taylor, 6'4", 205 sophomore out of the University of Nebraska, Omaha. Hometown is Omaha, Nebraska. Also a left-handed batter, facing Arobio, the right-handed pitcher. So he hits 1 foul. 0-1 count to Taylor. Two away for the Miners. They still lead the Pilot 6-5 in the top of this 9th inning. The 0-1 pitch, swung on, foul down the third base side. And now Arobio up in the count. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 away for the Miners. 6-5 lead over the Pilots in the top of this 9th. Here's the pitch.
Ooh.
Just outside for ball 1, and I don't think the Miner faithful are happy about that one.
No. Someone's quite vocal down there.
Oh, yeah. I think he was here last night.
Maybe. Looks like we could be looking at the same score in back-to-back nights.
Here's a 1-2 pitch, way outside, ball 2.
Yeah, I was trying to. That was not a fastball. He was trying to do something, and with the grip, just completely lost it.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes for Arobio pitching to Clayton Taylor. The pitch, high fly ball to left center field, and it is caught by Cameron Frost. And that ends the game for the Miners. The Miners beat the Glacier Pilots and take the lead of their league 6-5. And a great win by the Miners and great pitching by Arobio. Make sure you can get in your last-minute Player of the Game nominations. And Arobio would be a good one. Cam Newell, another. We'll take those under advisement and get back to you. And be sure to stay tuned with us for the post-game show presented by Napa Auto Parts. We'll talk to head coach Ben Taylor and your player of the game. Stick with us. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Harmon Brothers Fields, where the Miners able to hold out against the Pilots 6-5. And our player of the game, Cam Newell, heading up to the press box along with head coach Ben Taylor. And I thought that Vince Arobio I think, is a close second for player of the game through 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, and no runs. So pitching getting better for the Miners, but the hitting, again, was there with Frost, Panachone, Newell, of course. Jordan Rogers had a great night along with Simmons. So the hitting just always seems to be there.
Whenever there's a win, you just always there's more than one player of the game, someone that's worthy of it. And I think we were kind of going back and forth between a couple guys. I was thinking Sevy Romo and Cam Newell, but also Robio. I mean, he came in a 1-run game and he really pitched well, just getting those just 2 innings where he didn't give up a run. He really pitched well, and I think that gave the Miners the biggest the biggest chance to win. But also just thinking about Cam Newell, he has really, really just been hot, especially with Johnny Loker out of the lineup, and he's sticking around as we have manager Ben Taylor ready for Taylor's Take. We'll be right back on the Matsu Myers postgame show brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. All right, so there you see Ben Taylor with his post-game routine. You can go with that.
Yeah, I'm not chewing on gum. My wife got all over me because she says I'm hacking on gum during these interviews, so I need to clean up my act a little bit.
Maybe we'll start giving you a heads up that we're turning the camera on. Would you like that?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll start doing that. Coach, another win. That's 4 in a row. You're the leaders in the National League right now. But talk about these guys. Another close game, and, of course, when you're down 4-0, these guys just know how to come back.
Yeah, and we talked, after the second inning, we're like, fine, let's go play a 7-inning game. Let's see what happens. Take the board out of it. And the inning we scored 5. The goal was to score 1. And it was like, let's see if we can cut it to a 3, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll go from there. And the pitching's been really thin. And I can't say enough about what Sevy Romo did tonight. He stepped up and went 4 innings, his longest stint of the summer. And he was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. It was as good of a performance since I've been the skipper up here in Matsu, and I'm really proud of Sevy.
Cam Newell, he's our player of the game. Johnny Loker, of course, getting a lot of attention just because his first couple of games were just pitchers couldn't get him out. And now it seems like Cam Newell's that guy. Second home run of the season, puts one right over that right field wall.
Well, Newell's a senior. He's been around. He's played a lot of baseball. And he's dependable. It's like you pencil him in the 3-hole, and that's it. I don't have to worry about anything with him. He's got a great head of how to play, and he's been a big spark for us.
And the last couple of pitchers, Hunter Rodriguez and Vince Robio, both didn't walk any batters, didn't give up any runs. Each struck out 2. How are those guys doing for you?
Well, it was great. Hunter really stepped up. Hunter was a little sore. We shut him down for 3 or 4 days, and I was really proud of Hunter. He came in to the office this morning or this afternoon. He's like, hey, I got an inning. I got to get back on the mound. And he was fantastic, and the velocity was up again. And, and then Vince is the closer. And he's like, BT, I'll go 4 innings tonight if I have to. I don't care because with the off day tomorrow. And, it's just a lot of guts. These guys got a lot of guts, and they play hard for each other, and that's a lot of fun. Oh, dead air.
Yeah, a little bit. Because I had a question.
Awkward balloon.
And I forgot it. But now I remember it. You ready?
Yeah, I'm in.
You got an off day tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do the guys do around here when they got an off day? And do you guys need it? Do you need it?
Well, yeah. Yes, we need an off day. Some guys will be here at 9 a.m. to clean the ballpark with Pete. Some guys will be downtown for Friday Fling, which is a big part of us being visible in the community, which is why we have such great fans. And, hopefully guys get some sleep. They get a lift in. We're not going to do anything on the field. They need to rest. And then coaching staff and I will be driving to Anchorage late tonight to pick up some reinforcements, and a couple more reinforcements coming in tomorrow afternoon. And yeah, it's going to be fun. I don't know what we're not going to do without baseball. If you ask my wife, I hate off days because I get bored really fast.
What do you usually do, though? Do you just kind of hang around?
I'll sleep in, I'll go for a run, and then I'll get really bored. And then I'll just annoy Bakes and Sean all afternoon.
Are you going to watch baseball?
Probably.
Yeah.
But I get really bad cable at our house.
Really?
I don't get the MLB channel or anything like that.
Oh.
We don't have a TV at our house.
Yeah.
So we've been Netflix and
I watch a lot of Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, I love that show. Weirdly,
It's good.
yeah, it's a solid TV show.
It's good.
Are you gonna try and like catch a fish or anything, or you get bored
No.
fishing?
No.
not if you don't fish.
No.
It's from Arizona.
That's true.
The fish can just hang out in the ocean. They're good. But no, I appreciate it. I think you want to talk to Newell, don't you?
Oh yeah, he is out there.
I'll get him.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
Thank you, Coach. That's manager Ben Taylor on Taylor's Take, and we'll have our player of the game, Cam Newell, in just a minute. Cam Newell is currently making his way to the press box. He is almost here. Maybe. All right, we're here with our player of the game, Cam Newell. Cam, another great day. Continue to stay hot. How are you feeling at the plate?
Feeling really good. Feel like I'm getting good swings off and good counts and seeing the ball well, picking up spin, and feel like my teammates have done a good job, like getting on base and setting the tone early in the game and ultimately giving me opportunities to drive guys in. So a lot of it's on them and having good at bats coming up. It's not all on me. We're having good team at bats, and I think it really showed tonight, and that's why we ended up winning the game.
Another home run, your second of the season. Have you always had a little bit of pop in your bat, or is this something new?
No, it's funny. I haven't hit any home runs during the spring in my 2 years at UCSB, but I had 2 last summer and I have 2 this summer, so it's kind of funny. My coaches always give me crap for it, my teammates too. So, but yeah, never had like a lot of pop. I don't know, balls jumping for some reason. It might be the Alaska air or something.
Yeah, that's what we were kind of thinking.
And you had a great performance out in right field. Also, a lot of big catches and kind of tough situation with the bases loaded. I've always one of those. So you get nervous kind of whenever you see the fly ball. Are you thinking like, don't drop it, or is it like a clear head?
No, it's a clear head. You can't have that. you can't have that attitude on defense. You know, you can't be tentative and say, oh, I hope the ball's not hit to me. Like, I want the ball hit to me in those situations and be the guy that can make a play to end an inning or get out of a jam like that.
And you have the day off tomorrow. Are you gonna go fishing, sleep in, watch Netflix?
Honestly,
you
I
have
have
any
no
plans?
idea. I've been a little under the weather. I've been sick, so I might use it to rest up and stuff. This is my first off day since I came up here. Matt's still been here I think it'll be a week tomorrow. So I'm not sure. It probably depends on what the other guys are doing. Probably just go to the gym and just stay in the routine. Just get out, see some scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not hard to do here.
Yeah, no, it's nice here. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Cam Newell, thank you very much. Our player of the game on the Matthew Myers postgame show brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. We'll be right back, and we'll wrap things up. Once again, the final score, the Miners beat the Pilots 6-5. We'll be right back. All right, Cam Newell, our player of the game on the Matthew Myers post. The Miners are 7-3 as we update the standings here in the press box. The Miners are moving up a space. The Pilots are moving down a space, and there it is. The Miners are first in the National League after a 6-5 win over the Pilots. An off day tomorrow, and they're back at it on Saturday at the Bucks in Anchorage. We'll be with you. It's a 5 o'clock start. Join us at 4:45 for the Matsu Miners pregame show brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. And be sure to check out pregame profiles. We'll have Tyler Stubblefield's interview up probably later tonight or tomorrow morning. Feel free to check that out. And once again, for Emma Tiedemann, I'm Austin Pollock. Once again, the final score, the Miners beat the Pilots 6-5, a 4-game winning streak. We'll see you on Saturday.